That is, yeah. But at the punk flea market, there was a fun horror comic, and it was great. Check out The Furnace. It was a good read.
You heard it here first.
Oh,
You
boy,
heard it
dude.
here first.
Do these covers look wild?
Oh no, you're Googling it.
Uh-huh.
Oh no,
Sure.
Oh no.
You fool.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
They are some of my favorite art, and like definitely major inspiration for a lot of the pulpy horror stuff that you see both 80s and going forward into like today. Like a lot of the art style and stuff is really cool. And I think we all need professional help.
Truer words.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
Go to therapy.
Do
So I
it.
say some of us are getting professional help.
Yay! That's good.
Love to hear that.
You get a gold star, every person who's in therapy.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Well,
Gold stars.
And,
Shit.
and if you're trying, gold star for you too.
It's going to be
it's
something
hard
I need to
out there.
talk to my therapist about when I actually get them.
My compulsory need for gold stars. It's got to mean something.
It has to.
Otherwise,
Here's
what's the point of all this?
Sticker board's gonna be for naught.
If Death Clock taught us anything, it's that you can buy your own validation, and so you can cheaply buy your own gold stickers, gold star stickers.
Oh, it's not the same if you get the stickers for yourself.
That's so true.
yeah.
Someone has to give you the
Okay.
stickers.
All right, got it. Next time,
Got
I'm gonna have a stack of stickers. You're on this coast. Bah.
You did
I
it.
think that solves mental health problems.
I think
Yeah,
so.
that makes sense. That checks
Yeah.
out.
I
All right. Get the American Psychiatrists Association or whatever on the phone. We solved it. We can publish. They don't have to. They don't have to do
Just
anything
look
else
at them,
anymore.
we like look through a whole council. Like, have we thought of stickers?
Yeah. Here's the only problem, real quick. Each sticker is $10,000, and you're gonna have to call your insurance company. And by the time you hang up on the insurance company, I will have switched providers, and it's
Damn it!
that's gonna become
Pretty
out of
good.
your pocket.
This is sticker inflation.
Yeah.
Shrink
I hate it.
Sticker
So it
tariffs.
seems like what we've done is recreate the American healthcare system in real time.
Damn it!
That would be the
5
joke.
minutes
Yeah,
or so that we put out.
that would.
Got it.
All roads lead to the American healthcare system, unfortunately.
Yeah,
What?
because we live in hell.
Well, maybe we can do it with space with blowjobs and hookers.
I mean, that does sound fun. I'm at least willing to try.
Twist my arm, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Have you thought of going on Shark Tank with this?
Now, sharks.
Right.
Sharks.
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 Sure.
Don't get me started on
Sharks.
sharks.
I have so many shark cards.
Oh, it's cocaine and hookers. I said blowjobs.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I mean, is it,
No one notoriously likes those.
No,
so.
but the line is cocaine and hookers, and I said blowjobs and hookers because that's
Well,
what
that's why
my
they call
mind
that's
is.
why they call cocaine the blowjob of drugs.
That's not what they call that.
That's what they call it
They
here.
do call it that. That's what they call it.
Okay, well, they definitely don't call it
Considered
that in
shark.
Florida, and I feel like Florida would be at the forefront of that. Were that
Well, in
true.
Florida, they
So-
call it meth.
No, that's a different thing. that is their drug as a drug du jour. But unless you're in Miami, then it's okay.
It's crazy.
Meth is their drug du jour is just the wildest sentence.
Truly the spice melange.
Oh goodness.
Incredible. All right. Well, we could do this, I guess. We could play a game, I guess.
suppose.
I guess, if you
We
want.
are all here at the same time.
We are all
As
here
well.
at the same time. It's been a minute. We should probably play a game, don't you think? Hi. Hello, welcome. If you've never caught us before, we're live from the apocalypse. We're a not-for-profit TTRPG studio that makes actual play content like streams and podcasts to raise money for nonprofits and aid organizations. We're currently raising money for Las Americas Immigrant Advocacy Center in El Paso, Texas, a nonprofit that provides low-cost and free legal aid to immigrants, refugees, and people who are currently being detained by ICE. El Paso has the largest single population of detained ICE immigrants or really just detained ICE prisoners in the United States, because, again, just to reiterate, we do live in hell. Las Americas is one of the few organizations that provides legal aid to people that are in ICE custody in El Paso, West Texas, Ciudad Juarez, and I'm forgetting one, New Mexico. That's the other one. And we are very proud to be able to raise money for them. So if you like what you see here, we just ask that instead of doing the normal Twitch things of subscribing or giving us bits or doing any of the fake Twitch money stuff, basically don't give us any of your money. Just give it to Las Americas directly. Instead, we have replaced the we've replaced the subscribe button with a donate button, hidden that subscribe button, taken it right off the page. So you should be seeing a donate button. You can click that at any point you want and give some money directly to Las Americas Immigrant Advocacy Center if you can spare anything. If you can't, that's totally fine. There is no expectation. But if you feel compelled by what you see here tonight on your screen and you feel like you just have to throw money about it, please give it to them and not to us. Because we just do these silly games. Yeah, speaking of silly games, this was a particularly silly game last time we played it. I think it's fair to say, and I think that energy is probably going to carry on into tonight's session. So I'm excited to dive right on into it. But before we do that, we got to get into our introductions. And since we have the full group here, that means that Alex, you're going to go first if you don't mind.
I don't mind. Hi, I'm Alex. I use he/him pronouns. I'm going to be playing Dr. Richard Courtney, who also uses he/him pronouns. He's the sawbones of the Tenebris. Noted little guy. And if Dickie's life were created into comic book form, it would be published by DC. Because, yeah.
Incredible. I love that. Eli?
Oh, hi. I'm Eli. I'm playing Padlock, your resident junk in the trunk. And we both go by any and all pronouns. And I guess if Pad was life was published in a comic book, it would be from Boom Comics. Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Lev? I think you're muted.
I am muted. I'm Lev. I'm a fool. I'm playing Edith, Edie, Jasper. Edie uses any and all pronouns. I use they, them pronouns. They're the smoker of the group. They're the newest kid in the family. And if... Oh, I have to go get it because I don't know the name of it. Hold on.
We'll just
I
sit here.
do this all the time, actually.
We'll just sit here. It's fine.
You
Gotta allow the process to happen.
The run.
Okay, I'm back.
Wait,
Your
are you
brother's
not sure
everything.
what your playbook name is?
You went so
I'm
fast.
A smoker. I'm a smoker. It was
Okay,
in my
okay.
room. It's fine. But the comic book, it doesn't have a...
Got it.
The comic book that Edie's life would be if it was a comic book. It's a local comic book from my hometown, but it would be in the style of backwood folk. Oh God, it's blurry. God damn it.
No, it's coming
Sick as
through.
fuck.
It's coming
It's
through.
about Arkansas, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm a
Hell
hick from
yeah.
Arkansas, and Edie's a hick from Mars. So, yay!
Perfect. Amazing, Lev. I didn't want to interrupt, but I think your microphone's doing that thing that it does.
God damn it!
So sorry. So sorry. Q?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am the very model of a modern major general, but you can call me Q. He, him are the pronouns. And today I'm going to be playing Captain Omari Leda, who is the jockey playbook, the pilot. if he was to be in a comic book, it would definitely be from Vertigo Comics for sure.
Sure. Incredible. Rose?
Howdy, y'all. My name is Rose. I use they, she pronouns, and I will be playing JoJo, the greaser or the engineer for the Tenebris. She uses she, they pronouns. And if Joe was a comic book character, her story would be published by none other than EC Comics, the people of Weird Science and all of the pulpy horror kind of fun stuff. You should Google them. No, yeah, you should just Google it. Definitely. Have fun.
You should definitely just Google them. Incredible. And that just leaves me. Hello, hi, my name is Will. I'm your storyteller for this game. I play everyone else. I think that if I were to be a comic book, I would be the 1995 Tank Girl film. And that's enough about that.
I'm
So,
gonna be your. Sorry.
is there a problem?
There might be.
You good?
I'm
You
fine.
good?
I'm fine. Is there not participation over here in this? But anyway, you were saying lies about the tone of the game.
Well, it's been so
Yeah.
long since we played this game.
It's
who
been
can
so,
even really
it has
remember?
been so long, but I remember pretty clearly, actually.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That
I'm
makes me feel
pretty
really good.
sure. I'm pretty sure you killed our child. That was it. You ripped our child from our
That's-
grieving
that's-
hands.
That's the opposite
Believe-
of what happened. That's the opposite of what happened.
Huh?
You successfully argued for Ellie's personhood.
Yes, with stipulation that we don't love, but are accepting.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes, there's a teeny little off switch.
Teeny little. Let's not.
Teeny little off switch.
It's still an off switch. Also, I'm fairly certain she says kill switch, which, you know.
Love
think
those
those
choice of
were-
words.
I think those were Carmichael's words more. But yes. It was Ellie's preference, given her nature as an artificial intelligence.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, on that note, we can probably dive into our session. And contrary to all of the disbelief and the skepticism that I've been faced with thus far into the stream, I think that time has passed. And I think that it's been a chill time, to be honest with you. You're on Mars, you're in Independence, you've successfully brought Ellie here, rescued her from the databanks of the Foundation, the Elgin Foundation on Tranquility. You are back on Mars. You spent a very healing night with Edie's family, the Delaney's, out on Nephin Range. And you came back and you successfully argued with Maeve Delaney, Edie's aunt, Carmichael Headstone White, one of the soldiers from when Independence was a coalition military base who was left behind for dead, and Olga, this mysterious older woman who really, really wants Padlock's hat. And in the aftermath of that, I think that you've gotten to spend some time doing whatever it is that you want to do. And since it's been a little while since we played this game, I thought it would be nice for us to talk about that a little bit.
Okay. I have some questions, actually.
Okay.
About how long were you thinking for this?
Maybe a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So strange. I think through no fault of anyone in particular, Omari is already getting a little stir crazy. it has been 5 years of just constantly moving. And so, like, even though he is perfectly happy here, the lack of movement has sort of gotten to him. So he's got the ADHD shakes. like there's always a part of him that is moving. Just sort of to get some of the energy out.
I am curious along those lines, how has it been being able to spend a full week of basically uninterrupted time with your boyfriend? More time than you have ever really gotten to spend together one-on-one.
So true.
And you know, like the best thing about this is that like he's always around. He's always around.
He's always around.
Yes. Which I think is probably
Always.
really nice for Omari, would be my guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's great. We are having a wonderful time.
We got 4 yeahs.
Maybe one more, and then I'll be okay. Now I'm convinced.
One
Now,
less convincing
That was the
for
last.
last.
One
You
for
know?
Thank you.
every day.
One for every.
You sense
That's
another.
really convincing.
I think he is very excited about it. There's also the nervousness because one, this is like first like real relationship and ever, I think. I think we can say that. And also this feels very like Rudy, like setting roots.
It's like the football movie.
No, not Rudy. Rooty.
Yeah. Understood. Heard.
Rudy fully loaded.
Is that a Taco Bell order?
God, if I can hope not. So I don't think he really knows what to do. Because like I don't even know like if he's really been like on a date ever before. So it's just a lot of like, hey, we're both here.
Well, Captain, if you need relationship advice, you know, that it does fall within my specialty as ship stalker and noted boyfriend. So, just saying.
Love Dr. Dickey.
A noted boyfriend.
Yeah.
Not just you got it notarized.
The business card must be crazy.
I don't not want to see the scene where Omari goes to Dickey for relationship advice.
We can bring on it.
So here we are. Where would Dickey be during the week?
Dickey's been enjoying the lack of movement. He likes being Rudy.
Right.
So I think he's in the med bay just flourishing, moisturized in his lane, thriving.
Gotcha. So like
no one has shot at us.
Right.
The ship hasn't been jolting. No one's caught a weird, transmissible disease in a while. It's great.
So Omari comes into the med bay, immediately closes the door, locks it, just like turns to like whatever to be like, hey, this, you can't come in here. Don't do that thing.
Occupied.
Yep. Hey.
Captain? You're not due for a physical for another 3 months.
Yeah, so this isn't, I don't need a physical. I'm fine.
Is Dickey maybe writing poetry when the captain walks in?
I think that seems likely. I think he's inspired. His muse is gone, but, absence makes the heart grow fonder, which is what Mrs. Cluck said in Robin Hood, the Disney version.
And I think Becca Ryan probably told you that if you didn't send her like a minimum of 1 poem a week, she would come and find you and shoot you.
Yes. She didn't say where she'd shoot me.
Somewhere non-lethal, but
Right.
yes.
Right. But I don't want to be shot regardless. So,
Right,
you know,
exactly.
poetry output is up this week.
Okay. So cool. I'm just gonna get it out there now so that we can just talk about it. We're not gonna make it weird. No one's gonna make it weird.
I've never made anything weird.
That's
What's
not
the
true,
problem?
Dickie. Anyway, how do you be a boyfriend? How do you do that?
I think Dickie sits down in his chair, and there's a moment where he's just kind of looking up at Cassidy, at Omari. And then he reaches to his desk, pulls out the top drawer, and is like, well, Becker did give me a list.
I don't know.
But that feels highly specific to our situation.
Yeah, probably.
Well, what's the most fulfilling relationship you've ever seen?
God, gross. Ew. No. God, they're so gross. Sorry, my parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're gross.
What makes them gross?
They're just so lovey and like affectionate still. That like
Captain, do we need to talk about your fear of affection and commitment?
I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it. I can be affectionate, but there are like levels.
Okay. And do you think that Nevin is requiring too many levels?
No.
No. Okay. No.
Okay. I don't.
He has already
know.
pulled out a clipboard and is just writing.
Sure. I don't know what to do with a boyfriend. Like, I know what to do with a fling, with a hit it and quit it. I know what to do when I just want to get in there and then get out. I don't know what I'm supposed to do when I want them to stay.
So you're having trouble with sustaining?
I mean, no. First of all, don't like the way you said that. No problem there. That's all good.
I was talking emotionally.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, what's the longest relationship you ever had? Doesn't have to be a person.
Oh. I mean, the crew?
Are you saying the crew aren't people?
That wasn't a question. But I just meant you guys.
Oh. Right. And personally, I've felt very appreciated and cared for in the time that we've been together, and I think the rest of the crew feels that way. So what is it about us that makes it sustainable?
We all have a common... Well, we all have like a unified background for the most part. And I guess technically even Edie. Though, like, hers was just sort of delayed a couple years.
Yeah, we have shared history and trauma. Nevin has that too, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to him about it?
I mean, technically, but like not.
You and I both know technically doesn't count. Because you never let me win that way.
Okay, well, yes, we've talked about it because it was a part of the conversation about where he came from. So, yeah.
But it was sort of businessy, right?
It was sort of like lore droppy, but not an explanation, not a conversation. Yes.
Maybe that's a place to start.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Captain, I I know you're capable of caring about people long term. I don't think that's in question.
Yeah.
Don't mean to criticize you, but sometimes I think you might be getting in your own way. I know this may sound crazy coming from me, but sometimes it's very easy to get in your own head and create all of these roadblocks as to why something can't work or shouldn't work, or why there are faults with it. But if I've learned anything from my own experience, sometimes you just have to ignore that little voice that says this is wrong, or this is something, it's not perfect. Can't let perfection be the enemy of good, right, Captain?
I feel like you've heard that somewhere before.
It's something my mother would often say, mostly when she was trying to sort of make me feel better, but I know that she didn't mean it. I mean it.
What if I fuck it up?
Then you fuck it up.
No, I don't like that.
The issue is that you have to understand that sometimes fucking it up isn't the end. Then you have a conversation about how you fucked it up, and you decide you're not going to do that anymore. How many times has JoJo fucked up? We haven't spaced her off the ship. People make mistakes. Well, I don't, but other people do.
Do we need to revisit the med station?
No, I don't think we do.
Okay. All right. All right, Dr. Modest. Okay.
I don't have a doctorate in modesty.
That's clear. Okay. I'm gonna go now.
Okay.
Because yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think as the conversation is starting to wrap up, there's a soft knock at the door.
Occupied?
The closed, sealed door, yes. But I do imagine that it is transparent. And I think standing on the other side, you do see Nevin with kind of a confused look on his face when he looks in, and he just sees the two of you sitting there talking. He nods and continues to wait there. And
he's going to wait there until you leave.
I'm
He
gonna
cares.
look at him as I'm saying. It's I hate that actually. And see if he can read my lips on that.
He raises an eyebrow. He's confused. You don't know if it's in response to what you said or the fact that he doesn't know what you're saying to him, but
Gotcha. Okay, hey. Nope, there's a whole blockade. Never mind. So do we have to stay here?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
I'm the captain. I decided that.
I think that's true. I think that you would make that decision, but
I would.
I think that the crew is probably ready to move on if we can. It seems like people have been a little antsy, and I feel like there's got to be smash cuts to the various members of the crew just rattling the cages of their enclosure.
You don't have to stay on the ship. To be clear,
I
there's
need
a whole
enrichment. No, there's a whole city settlement.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, I'm gonna go take this one out on a date. I think. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I don't know how those work. What the
Okay,
fuck
well-
do you do?
Becker liked poetry and the theater, so we would watch movies because that's a shared interest.
Not
But
like
if that's not a shared
actually
interest, okay,
sorry,
it's okay.
I'm ready to go.
Okay,
Shouldn't be ready to go. This should be relaxing, I think.
I mean, I'm relaxed, but you're not me.
That's so true, Dickie. Thank you for your assistance.
I think as they both stand up, Dickie is going to give the captain a hug and be like, thank you for trusting me with this. Pat, pat.
Remember how I said we weren't going to make it weird?
This isn't weird. This is just two friends having a hug.
Sure, dicks. Pat, pat.
Thank you.
Incredible. What? Sorry, people have been saying gay for like 30 minutes in the chat, and then it decided to stop Rose and was like, do you want to let this person say gay?
Sounds kind of homophobic.
That's
Oh,
homophobic.
did it to
It's really
live
fucking
too.
homophobic.
Did it to love too.
It's the tone
And-
how
How dare
Rose
you.
delivered it.
How-
Eli said
Against-
gay like 50 times in the chat.
I was screaming it.
Eli's allowed, and I respect that, actually, you know?
Cool. So I'm going to go out and grab my boyfriend.
Yeah, absolutely. And you gonna go out into town? Sounds like out into Independence.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey. Okay. Radical honesty. I think that's where we're at right now. I've never had a real relationship, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I want to take you on a date. Where would you like to go?
Oh, thank God you said something. I have also never been in a real relationship, and I have been stressed.
Okay. Fuck. Me too. Okay.
I don't know what we're supposed to do except like spend all of our time together, I guess. But that's
But also no. Because like I like you, but also I like to do my own thing sometimes.
yeah. I hate this. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey. I like waking up to you in the morning. That's great. I don't
It is nice.
pretty nice. I don't think we need to be attached at the hip 100% of the time. But I still want to take you out on a date because I want to show you that I like you. I'm gonna message Mal real quick.
Yeah. You get. Yeah. What's up?
Hey Mal, you using your ship right now?
Why do you want to know? ... Why do you want to know?
Follow-up question. Does it fit too?
You're the captain. Don't you have a room or something?
Yeah, I don't want to take it in town. I need to fly. And I don't want to take this big ass ship.
You don't need a ship to get to Independence. You're in
I wanna be-
Independence.
I don't want to be in Independence. I want to be elsewhere.
If you break it,
Won't break it.
if you scuff it,
I will buff it out.
fine. Because we're brothers.
Just for the afternoon. And hey, I will wingman for you.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't need your help, but
Oh, okay. Sure. Batting 1,000 on the lesbians, but okay. Sure, bud.
the deck was stacked against me with that family.
Yeah, but I could have told you that upon walking in. I don't know what to tell you, bud.
I'll make a deal with you.
Huh?
You can take my ship, but you got to call home.
That is diabolical.
You just keep saying that you keep meaning to, but things
Deal.
just keep happening. And
Deal.
good. Good. Yeah. Yeah, she's in the hangar.
Bring her back before sundown.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go into town, grab some
For sure.
food, something, some provisions, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Nevin out of the city, just somewhere.
Sure. Little Martian picnic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cute. We love that. We love that. Incredible. Yeah. Okay. I love that a lot. What else are you all doing with your weeks?
So I know that you said like some of us can be out exploring and stuff and don't have to be all cooped up, but I do think Jojo is spending as much time as possible repairing the ship. Like even just going through the armory or the guns need to be repaired, the infirmary needs to be repaired, the fucking engine actually needs to be repaired as well. So I think if I've got 5 days, I'm spending probably nearly every day fixing the ship and making sure that she's not just fly ready, but like as close to fully healed up as she ever gets.
Yeah, I love that. I think that after like the first couple of days of just like getting through your to-do list of repairs on the Tenebris, Jojo, you start to notice that the work is getting done faster than you were doing it.
In what way? Like, is there
Like you'll be
high
working
proficiency,
on.
or is like I do something, go, oh, I must have already done that?
I think at first it's one of those like maybe I already did that, but like then it starts to get like you notice that it's the thing like you'll be working on like one of the engines on like the outside of the ship, and then you'll like stop for the night, and you'll be like, all right, it's getting late. I'll pick this back up tomorrow, and the next day like it's done. It's been like rewired and closed up, and it's good to go.
I think at one point she blushes a little bit and then turns on the private comms to Padlock and goes, hey, this is really sweet, but engine room, fixing up the ship, this is like my meditation. So like if you want to come in and like are fixing stuff, I love it, but like if you can just let me know what you're working on.
What are you talking about?
Well, you've been coming through after I come out and fixing some stuff I've been already working on. Like when I go to sleep.
No, I'm not doing that. I know better.
Okay, first off, love that you already know better. That makes me feel good. But now I've got a second problem because, see, I was just making sure everything in the engine room is repatched and whatever's tatted and shit. But I definitely did not finish, and now everything is. I can't say the Tenebris looks great, but I definitely didn't fix this. And if you didn't, I don't know that the other three would have. So you telling me you haven't been coming back after my shift's done?
No. If your shift's done, my shift's done. Why would I be working?
I should have thought of that first. Shit. Huh.
Maybe it's space moles.
Holy shit, the
Like
space mole
like
people?
weevils in the vents?
It's the steam stoats. I knew they were coming. I remember hearing stories about that down in Taka. But All right, I will keep you updated if you want to come through and help me hunt some of these little tech creatures. You come on down.
Maybe in a little bit. I honestly, I think Pad's like in some panel somewhere in Independence, somewhere. Got a hand in a wall. I'm doing a little like exploring, maybe a little shopping. I can come by later.
I love this. Like, we're definitely seeing this from the view screen, and it looks like they're both on the Tenebris. And now we zoom out, and then suddenly, yeah, he's on Independence. Yeah, take your time, Patty. I'm gonna keep staring at this and see if I can find my little helper.
Yeah, careful, they bite.
So do I. She clicks, hangs up, and goes, "Hello? Anyone here? Yeah, I don't remember taking an apprentice. Not opposed to it, but if you're here, you gotta work union."
I think that you get a response in this moment, Jojo, but what is your, if you are set on figuring out who this is, what are you thinking? Like a kind of a sting, or like
I think
like security cameras, or what?
Oh, pay camera for sure.
Yeah,
Because you got a full week to work with. You're not in a rush or anything.
think it'll be probably like day 2, night 2, night 3. She will do everything right, because right now the guns need the most work, so she will do as much as possible for the night and then leave like one specific part untouched and then record that part. And then she's
Nice.
like, okay, yeah, is it electronic? Is it someone coming in afterwards? Like, where are we going? And then she'll make a big deal of ending the shift for the night and then just watch on the view monitor.
Nice. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you finish your work, you set up that camera, you retreat back into your ship, and then you watch the screen. And sure enough, after like maybe an hour goes by, maybe 30 minutes, the footage, which I think is a little bit grainy, probably a little bit like, you know, green tinted from just sort of, it's dark in the hangar at this point generally. You see a person sort of like creep up to the Tenebris, just sort of like looking around, and then picks up the piece that you kind of left sitting out, and then goes to work putting it into place.
I've never seen this person, or I can't see them.
Yeah, I think I'm picturing from like an upward angle. So like maybe there's I think there's probably like a hood or something like that. So you can't really see any details or anything like that from this angle. But yeah, you don't recognize this figure, and they just seem to be fixing the Tenebris.
Would I have enough time to roll down and see them? And
Yeah,
like catch
absolutely.
them in the act?
Absolutely, you would. I do think you might have to make a little bit of a roll for it. Do you think it might be
Yeah, happy to roll.
probably an act fast? Yeah, with gut.
Act fast with gut. Okay, that is just a 1, and that is 2d6 in this Rust Hulk system, I believe.
Yes.
All right. 2d6. Make sure. Okay, that is a 7 plus 1 is an 8.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you make it work, but I will impose one of the following. I'm going to say that, so I'm going to pick something you're using brakes and must be repaired. And I'm going to say that in your rush to get here, one of the like servos of your sort of chair leg situation kind of blows, and like you hear like the sort of pop noise, the little plume of black smoke.
Yeah. she curses at it and like tries to make it work, but she knows like she's not going to be able to stop anybody from walking past her now.
Yeah, were you saying anything as you were kind of like coming out of the Tenebris in a hurry?
I think she's just shouting like, "Hey!" Like I think
Okay.
Joe is like trying to get their attention and might not realize she sounds more like an angry security guard than like somebody who's trying to ask for like, "Who the fuck are you?"
For sure. I think that you rush out, call out to this figure. You see them like kind of jump and like run, like start to run away, and then the servo blows, and the smoke, and you probably curse a bunch, and
Absolutely.
and I think like as you sort of like go to check on the servo, you see like a pair of very sort of scuffed boots stop like within your field of view, and you hear a voice that says, "Let me help."
Not opposed to it, but I do prefer knowing the name of my mechanic before I have them start working.
Yeah, you look up and you see that this person who came back after starting to run away is wearing just like a hoodie, like a sort of a black hoodie that has some like stitch work where it's probably been torn before, probably a couple like patches that have been sewn on, maybe a few like mechanical components that have just sort of been like attached. Very sort of like lightly tanned skin, it looks like, and hooded eyes, and like dark hair that has these like blue streaks running through it that's kind of up in these two space buns.
Cute.
Wearing like overalls that similarly show a lot of wear and tear, similarly show like a lot of patches and things like that on it. And sorry, you asked for their name.
Yes.
Yeah. She is going to kneel down and kind of start like pulling out the wires around the servo and like checking for damage to see if it's repairable or if it needs a full replacement or whatever. And as she's doing that, she doesn't meet your eyes, so she says, "Rio. My name is Rio."
Nice to meet you, Rio. Jojo. Fix and stuff your hobby.
Yeah, it's what I'm good at, and yeah.
Why the Tenebris?
I mean, she's
Don't tell me.
she's busted,
Oh,
but
I mean,
but I've never seen a ship like her.
yeah, she gets that a lot.
I've
Wow.
worked on a lot of different craft, but I've never seen anything like her. And I guess I just couldn't stay away.
Yeah. She calls to folks like that sometimes. It's funny. But
Sorry, I know that it's not. I know that it's not cool to like touch somebody else's ship without asking.
you want to fix that? She makes a face where it's like, this is the part where you ask.
Yeah. Listen, if you want help, sure. Yeah, I can help.
She rolls her eyes and goes, I am the best goddamn mechanic this here side of any ring gate. I could fix any ship with my eyes closed. I
Oh,
don't
really?
need anyone's help,
Really?
really.
When was the last time you were back on Ataka? I'm willing to bet there's been a whole generation of craft that you've never even touched.
I think she like sucks in the air between her teeth. Was learning how to fix this ship on the fly and do the things that she does has proven, I'm sure, just as valuable to me as any of the youngins down on any of the takas
Mhm.
would have. But yeah, it's been a minute.
Two, right?
That
the accent.
obvious. Yeah. You?
Original flavor.
Taka one. Or is it just Taka?
Depends who you ask.
I'm asking you.
It's just Taka.
Taka then. What's it like in Mothership, Motherland? I don't know. Still up and running? She says a little bit more seriously, as Takans would know the vulnerability of living in the atmosphere.
I haven't been there in a minute. Yeah. Still there.
So, how'd someone from Taka end up in Mars?
I could ask you the same question.
She looks over at her ship and then goes and looks back. And she looks down at her metal legs in the chair and looks up and goes, I walked.
Mm-hmm.
She shrugs.
Listen, do you want to swap tragic backstories or do you want to fix your ship?
I find that I do my best talking when I'm working, but we can focus on working just now. Come on, Rio. Let's see if folks in the Taka are as good at mechanics as those down in Dos are.
You get to work on the ship and Rio keeps showing up day after day to help you out, doing everything that she possibly can to not talk about herself.
Yep. She would introduce her to the crew, would notably not introduce her as, hey, look, someone from Taka, just as mechanic's gonna help me out around the ship. They're cool.
Izzy clocks the not Izzy, geez. Different character shit.
Happens to all of us.
Edie clocks the space buns and glares at her from a distance.
Padlock susses it just on principle.
Hey, welcome.
Thanks. I'm not trying to like intrude or anything. I'm just
Not intruding. Appreciate the help.
Ship's a little banged up, a little bit more than usual. I wouldn't say she looks nicer most of the time, but I will say that she's a little bit more banged up than usual.
It's just character. It's fine.
Yeah, I was looking the other day, and I think that like I think that the power coil to that whatever that big fuck off gun that's the entire front of your weird ass ship, hasn't been optimized in like probably since the shipyard.
Well, we could definitely.
Could use a tune up probably.
Patty, you good at having somebody look at your secret sauce, or you need somebody else, or that's all you?
No, I can handle that. I have a few things to do first before that so busy.
So do you want us to look at that then, if you're so busy?
Oh no, I can put it back on my schedule. but I'm busy for
Okay.
something else.
Oh yeah, I mean whatever. We'll just Rio and I can keep focusing on the other parts of the ship.
There's this a look from Omari to be like to Patty, like you good? Like in the face. He's not saying it out loud.
I don't understand anything that you're doing. I'm managing your facial expressions. And then I'm gonna leave it, accidentally bump into something on the way out.
Joe just kind of looks and goes, "Yeah, everyone's always weird. Come on."
Is he? Damn it, Edie! Did it again. Edie starts carrying scissors in their belt.
That's crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
That's amazing.
Wild. This is pretty gay. Taking the space buns personally.
Clancy or Rio is gonna lose some hair soon.
Not a list.
I love that. All right. Yeah. You and Rio get back to work on the ship. You're sort of trading these like jokes back and forth about like, the vents under like Takamagahara and like, could be worse. That sort of thing. And jokes that only the two of you could possibly understand.
No, making it really, really cool for everyone there. Yeah, every time someone bumps into anything, and it's like, oh, you think these corners are tight.
Right, exactly.
There's if you let me flavor it, I think just to truly drive everyone nuts, I like to think that in the vents they've established a little bit of Morse code that's just beating into the vents.
Perfect.
And so I think some of the jokes that they make are literally just them like beating into the metal. So they think they're being subtle, but like there is just random thudding followed by like laughter followed by it's awful.
Perfect. It's good. All right. I love that. You continue work on the Tenebris, and the repairs are going much faster now that you have a third pair of hands. Well, assuming Padlock has been helping out, which maybe not.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Because you're very busy.
Definitely.
Right? You're very busy.
So busy. I have tasks to do, which is pretty much just me like trying to like ransack through Independence. I think like I'm on the same level of like restless that we're stuck in one place. So I'm putting my hand. When I get restless, that means that things are being opened and messed with, and I've gone through Dickie's drawer in its entirety. So unless he gets something new. So yeah, I'm in panel walls. I'm in like old scrap ships. I'm getting in trouble left and right.
Yeah, the drawer is just full of like more and more poetry. You keep noticing, like every time you open it, there's just like more poetry.
It's like I can't do anything with this. Roll the poetry. Start digging through it.
This is the real junk.
Junk. It's like, oh, I've already broken this apart. Junk.
But yeah, so now I've moved to independence.
Okay. I love
I'm
that.
running through the halls and the walls and the vents.
We'll get to that because I think that's very fun. I like that a lot. But I am curious, what is Izzy up to while this is going on?
You fucker.
That's so funny.
You're such a dick. I think Edie's mostly been trying to make sure that Ellie gets enrichment outside of her
that's fun.
intended purpose. Like finding, like, I think at one point they go back to Nephin Range or Nephin Ridge and pick up basically all of their siblings that their parents will let them take and bring them into the very top secret area where Edie is kept and go, all right, everyone clear out. We're gonna play games or something. Ellie, you ever played games with other kids?
No, I've never even met a single kid.
Great. Okay. So, and I'm start like holding up my siblings. This is Grady. Grady's older than me, but I don't know. I'm kind of the oldest. And I shove him off to the side. I grab the triplets.
Because only one of you can be the oldest.
Well, yeah, but I'm the oldest, even though Grady's the oldest, you know?
I don't.
Well, I'll have a good way to explain it right now. But these are the triplets. This is Lex, this is Susanna, and Dolly.
Okay, you've cloned your family members.
No, I ain't cloned them. They're triplets. So sometimes, do you know about human reproductive systems at all, Ellie?
Gross.
Fair. Super fair. So like a sperm goes in an egg and then it makes a person, right? So sometimes either that egg splits multiple times or multiple sperms inseminate multiple eggs at the same time.
Chorus of ew from your siblings.
Well, you all know how this works. Ray Ray and Mama told you. But anyway, that's how you get triplets or quadruplets. Some people have like 8 of them at once, which sounds fucking miserable. 1 at once sounds miserable. Like this one, and I'll hold up Ellis, who's the littlest, and then like maybe 3. This is a toddler. You seen a toddler before?
No, we've been through this. I've never seen a single child before today.
Okay, well, this is a toddler. They like putting shit in their mouth. Not literal shit, but sometimes literal shit.
I was concerned for a second.
Yeah, you gotta watch them because they'll put anything in their mouth. Little baby humans, they like explore through taste like sharks, but they're less dangerous, kind of, except for to themselves.
Sibling is as dangerous as a earth shark?
Yeah, to themselves, I think, at least.
Oh.
They could electrocute themselves or fall out a window, or my uncle fell out a window once. Did I tell you that?
No, it has not come up.
Oh my gosh, he chased a toy spaceship out a 2nd-story window, and he only survived because there was mud underneath it. He was like 3. He's fine now.
That is horrifying, but your tone is humorous.
Yeah, it's a funny story because he didn't die. That happens a lot with humans.
I am learning so much.
I kind of turned to the triplets and Grady. Y'all want to play? You want to play like Hangman or something?
Yeah, I think that they're you could lead them in a game of Hangman for sure. Yeah, but I think I think it probably takes a second because like I think as soon as there's like a single letter, I think Ellie like blurts out the answer.
For sure.
How did she guess Adam Page that quickly?
I don't know.
Buckshot Lariat. What even is that?
What's that? And I think it just kind of divulged from there because Edie doesn't have a whole lot of experience with kids in recent memory, or really at all that weren't their siblings. So I think it's a lot of like trial and error of play and like kind of taking it too seriously and or not taking it seriously enough, and it just kind of ends up letting Ellis run around this top secret area and just following a toddler around and seeing what they get into.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that it's chaotic, and I think that it is like very hard to keep track of everybody, and you're not really sure because Ellie's just kind of this disembodied voice, right? So there's like no real expressions to go off of or anything like this, at least right now. So and Ellie doesn't have a lot of tone in her voice all the time, and so you are just sort of having a hard time keeping track of things. But I think like as the games like come to an end and like your siblings have started to tire themselves out, and Grady is like basically like arm full of children, like carrying them out of the room. Ellie will sort of, you hear her voice as she says, Edie,
Yeah.
thank you for playing with me and teaching me about children.
Yeah. You can't. I know you're made for a purpose and you're made for something specific, and you have the admirable desire to fulfill that to the best of your ability, but you're still a kid. You gotta play sometimes.
I feel very connected to the children because there's a lot that I don't know. And also, I am dangerous.
We all have the capacity to be dangerous, I think. When we were leaving the school, I killed someone. I shot people out of the sky when we were coming here. But also I tossed my little sister around and bother my big brother, and we're not just one thing. That's the beauty of being a person. You can be a lot of things all at once. And that's also really hard and stressful, but it's important to remember you're not just one thing.
Then you are also not one thing.
I hope not. When we have to go, I can talk to my parents, and I can talk to Auntie Maeve, and I can see if they'll bring the kids back if you want. Maybe like once a month or once a week, or I don't want you to forget.
Well, I can't forget anything unless I want to.
Well, I don't want you to want to forget then. Would you like that?
I think so. I'm still figuring out want.
You and me both.
Can I ask you a question?
Always.
What do you want?
I think Edie had been kind of standing by the door watching Grady kind of tug the kids out toward the area where we parked our little spacecraft to get here.
One of them falls down the stairs, but then is right back up running and screaming across the hangar, and it's fine.
Damn it. Their feet are too big for their body at this point. I think Edie comes back in the room and closes it and lays down on the floor, just kind of trying to in a weird way, like match Edie or not Edie, match Ellie for existence of like just being a voice.
I think the lights kind of dim in the room.
I'm taking a minute to answer, not because it's a bad question or because I'm upset. I'm taking a minute to answer because I also am figuring out want. Have I told you why I was at the school?
I don't know if you told me, but I know a lot of the things that Padlock knew.
Okay. Well, I was there because my aunt wanted information, and I was the oldest, healthiest kid to take it on, you know? And when you take on responsibility that young, I mean, I was the same age as the triplets. And then you take on responsibility and you are put in a situation where you don't feel safe, and you kind of shut the want part of your brain down. You just live hour to hour. And I'm learning that maybe it's not the healthiest way to be alive. And so the long and short of it is I still don't know what I want. I mean, in the long run, I know I want to help my friends, and I want to protect Mars, and I want to protect you, and I want to, I don't know. It all still feels like duty. Not in a bad way or a way that I feel like I have to take on, but it's a duty I want. It's a hard question. So it's okay that you're figuring out want, because I think a lot of us are. I think the whole crew is. I know Padlock wants pork buns, and Jojo wants to fix things, and Mari wants to keep people safe. Dickie desperately wants approval from his mother, but he would never say it. But I don't know if that's the want that people our age are supposed to have. You know? Plus, it's our first time existing, you know? I ain't never been here before. You ain't ever been here before. They ain't ever been here before. We're all still learning.
When a system runs uninterrupted, and processing cycle after processing cycle after processing cycle, there isn't any interruption in the flow of data or processing power. But over time, without rest, without time to cool down, the system burns out. It is harder to start the system back up, and it is slower to reach its full processing capabilities. But it is still necessary.
My mama used to say the rest is as important as the work. And I did not believe that for a long time, and I'm starting to think, like with most things, my mama was right. So that brings me to a question for you. If you start to notice that your process and power ain't optimal, Will you tell someone? Will you tell them you need a break? Will you ask for play, for space? Not outer space, but physical, emotional, mental space for... I mean, you don't have physical space necessarily, but the idea kind of stands of... And you don't breathe either. That's hard. Just, you understand?
I will make a deal with you, Edith Jasper. I will tell them when my processing capacity is overloaded. If you also promise to tell them when your processing capacity is overloaded.
That is an extremely fair deal, even if I don't like it. And I mean that I don't like it as a silly, as a kind of like a joke, sort of. Like, I'll hold up both of my pinkies and I'll interlock them, so we're doing a pinky promise together, even though Ellie doesn't have a physical body yet. That's a fair deal. I have one more question for you. Or an observation and then a question.
Okay.
I have observed a want within myself. And that want is I desperately need to cut someone's space buns off. Because there's 3 sets of them on the ship. And I'm not cutting mine off. So someone else has to get, you know? And you know Clancy from Patty's Mind. And I guess you haven't met Rio yet. But they're helping JoJo. But every time they help JoJo, Patty gets a look like someone's eating all their pork buns. So I just need your opinion, I guess. Do you think I should cut off Clancy's buns first or Rio's?
That's a confusing question. Because everything that I have learned and observed is that you should not cut off anyone's buns.
Sure. Maybe this is just hypothetical then.
Well, yeah. Yes, it is. They are not here, and it's just the two of us.
Right. Yeah.
Talking.
So if I like left from here and went onto the ship and just grabbed someone's space buns and did a little snip, who would it be? Who should it be? Who should I?
I think that there would be consequences for doing that, probably. That is a form of harm.
When you put it like that, I mean, it's just hair. That's what everyone says. It's just hair.
Well, I don't have hair, but I think...
No, it's fine. Okay, I can't make you my accomplice. That's fine. I'll make the decision on my own.
If I did have hair, I would not want anyone to cut it.
Well, now you're being sweet, so now I don't want to cut anyone's. God damn it.
I'm sorry if that's not the answer that you wanted.
It wasn't, but God, it was probably the answer I needed. They're lucky. They're lucky you have their back and they don't even know it.
I think probably everyone is trying to help and do their best for Mars.
You're already the bigger person than I am, Ellie.
I am contained within many databanks much larger than you.
Yes. Physically and emotionally, you're a bigger person.
Oh. I think that you are very big.
Thank you. You ain't seen a lot of people because I ain't that big, but thank you.
No, I meant the other, what you said.
Oh, that's real
The
nice.
other big.
The other big.
Good
Yeah.
big.
Good big.
I think that you are good big, Edith Jasper.
Do you have a last name, Ellie? You share Nevins?
I haven't really thought about it, but I suppose it might be, could be Ellie Westcott.
Ellie Westcott. That sounds like a hero name. Like in a comic book or something. It's Ellie Westcott. And her genius brother, Nevin. Off to help protect Mars. I like the sound of it.
I think that Ellie kind of like giggles. It's like a little bit of, crackly, like distortion noise.
Good.
Yeah.
I kind of pat the wall and I say, I'll see you later. And I run off to Maeve to tell her of my of my demands to bring children to Ellie. And then I stomp back on the ship at one point and I go, I guess no one's losing their hair. Ellie's fucking convinced me that no one's going to lose their hair. I got to find a new fucking hairstyle. They stomp off to the bathroom and try and figure out what they're going to do.
Rio looks at Jojo and is like, who was going to lose their hair? You're muted. Rose, you're so muted.
Well, that works out because she would just knock a silent, don't even worry about it.
Okay, cool.
They're new.
All right. I think that is a good spot for us to take a break. We're about 9:36. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Don't go away. We'll see you real soon. Hello.
His adoring fans.
We've returned. Finn is here for you all to fawn over. Finn fan, fawn over. And
damn, we conjugate here.
Before he goes to bed. Yes. Finn. Never mind.
All right, let's take our 4 brain cells and go to bed.
It's going to be the dumbest joke that I've ever made in my whole life.
But you should make it at his expense.
Shouldn't. It's literally nonsense. I was just... Rose made a joke about damn we conjugating, and I was like, yeah, in Sotros.
Cute. It was indeed dumb.
It was literally the dumbest joke that I've ever made in my life.
No, actually, that's one of my favorites. You've said a lot of dumb ones, but that is my favorite. Finn Sotros is pretty good.
I was going to say, get that boy to bed, but I don't know if Alex is actually... Yes, okay, get that boy to bed.
Yeah, we're going to get that boy to bed. Say goodnight, Finn.
Good night, Finn.
Good night, Finn.
In the meantime, welcome back, everybody. Sorry, were you going to say something?
I was going to say, in Spain, they say Vin Sotros.
God damn.
Nice.
All right, let's get back into it, shall we? I think that while Alex is back, but I think that at this particular moment in time, we should probably check in and see what Padlock is up to, running around loose on the streets of Independence. I will say, I know you've been in and out of the walls.
Yes.
But if there's one thing that's true about Independence and Mars in general, it's that there's junk here.
So much
There's
junk. I'm having a good time.
yards of junk.
Yeah. I'm just patrolling everywhere, like wandering, making noise and ruckus. I'm just got a knapsack. I'm taking everything. I'm hauling like so much junk back to the ship that I've probably been stopped a couple of times of
Probably,
like
yeah.
what I'm bringing on, because sometimes they're like bigger than me or like a pretty sizable thing that like will add weight. I don't know what
Um,
it does, but
no, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. And I think that like there is
Eat
kind
it.
of there is kind of like a crashed. Um, there's like a largely abandoned like sand crawler, because that's what we've established. Like a lot of the transport on
Mhm.
Mars is these like sand crawling vehicles, and there is one that's just sort of been abandoned. It's very decayed. It's like long since been stripped of anything useful, but there is still for the discerning padlock.
Useful.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
haven't gotten
absolutely.
even to the marrow.
Cool.
Let's start picking. Yeah. So I'm just
From
in the
yeast to
crawler.
marrow in less than 5 minutes is pretty impressive.
I'm a doctor. What can I say?
And it's funny you say that, because as you were trying to like rip away part of the like
Oh, no.
decaying hull of the sand crawler, you become aware as like a sort of like a tall rangy figure like leans against the side of the sand crawler in front of you and greets you. The good doctor. You look up. You see Clancy Linkovich just sort of leaning against the sand crawler with a bottle in his hand.
I mean, doctor is a debatable term. I think we throw doctor around so loosely these days. The title doctor.
But you were the one who taught me that we are all doctors, and I've taken that to heart. That feels very close to me, because we spend so much time focusing on titles and accolades and accomplishments when we are all just, at the end of the day, doctors of our own stories.
Uh-huh. Did you need something?
No, but, well, yes, now that you mention it. And I think you need the same thing.
I like stop. What I'm doing.
Because what I am in search of is a drinking buddy. And he holds the bottle out. And I think you could use the same thing.
What do you have?
Alcohol.
Yeah, but what kind?
I don't understand the question.
That's fair. Sure. I'll have a drink, but I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing.
No, of course not. Of course not. This is the spirit of the arrangement, right? These I drink, you keep doing what you're doing, I keep doing what I'm doing, and we'll pass the time together.
Okay. And then I'll hold out a hand for the bottle.
He will give you the bottle.
I'll take a sip of it.
It sucks. But
I like to even really drink.
yeah. It sucks. There's really no other way to put it. But you feel it burn as you swallow it. It maybe makes Padlock cough. That's up to you.
Yeah, Padlock will definitely cough. Spicy.
It's very spicy. Yes.
And Padlock starts going back to what they're doing.
He will take his own drink from the bottle.
So
we say the same thing at the same time. How cute.
yes. What are you up Well, I get you're drinking, but is that all you've been doing?
I mean, isn't that enough?
I don't know. I don't drink.
Not true. No longer true. You have drunk.
Well, today, but I don't do it like every day.
Mm,
Ooh, and like rip something really hard out.
I mean, are these distinctions really important? I mean, like, for example, today, you are having a good day. But inside, you are still dying.
Dying because I have like things inside of me because I apparently those things like fix me. So we
We are
don't know.
all dying slowly. You are dying a little bit faster. This is the decision that you have to make. Is it not? You have to choose whether you will continue to live as you are now and potentially risk dying, or become whoever it is that you used to be.
And still be dying.
Yes, but a little bit slower.
Like Pat will go back to like doing something and is like starting to like poke and bang at something like really hard to like cut this tension because like didn't like that. Didn't like anything you just said. But don't have the emotions or like the ability to articulate it. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. Uh Clancy. I kind of like things just as it is, you know. What, what would what would you do?
This is the question. That is an interesting question. My life could be very different from what it is now. I wouldn't be here on the streets of Independence talking to you and enjoying this very fine drink, this very every single day Martian weather.
It's dry here.
I would be very successful, very powerful. My name would carry tremendous academic and scientific weight behind it. People would respect me. But I think that I would be miserable because I have been there and I hated myself. And eventually, I said, fuck it. And I set out to become exactly the opposite of who that person was that I hated so much. And it was difficult at first. Every single decision, every choice that came before me, I stopped and I asked myself, what would I do in this situation? And what is exactly the opposite of what I would do in this situation? And then I did that. And eventually, that became second nature. Every day, that became easier. Am I happy now? What is happy? But I am free. And I decided a long time ago that if free was the best that I could do, that's not so bad.
I think the one thing that I'm a little bit worried about is that, from what I understand about what these things are, uh, only, I guess, a certain kind of person would be in possession of it beforehand. And the question I keep thinking is that, did I willingly choose to make that choice? And if there wasn't an intervention, that I'd still be making the same choice. And if I made the same choice, then all the hurt that I've ever done, whether I willfully wanted to do it or not, all came because I made a choice. And I just don't want to hurt people. And I don't know if I want to find out what that answer is.
And that, I guess, is... Sorry, go ahead.
Because I'm happier without knowing it.
That is the conundrum, isn't it? At the end of the day, is that you can live as you are, but you might hurt people. Or there is the great unknown. You take the leap. You see who waits for you on the other side. It's a difficult question. I suppose the first question that you would need to answer for yourself is, if you are going to die, what are you even living for?
Well, that's easy. I rip out a piece of junk. There's so much other stuff to find. Hold this for me.
He will take it. He will take it from you.
Careful, careful. Don't break the stuff on the back. And then I just go back to it. I mean, what were we talking about?
Oh, who could keep it straight?
I'll pass that spicy water.
We'll pass you the bottle.
I bring it down where I am. I'm not even gonna drink it. I am gonna splash it on some of the materials that I'm doing, so I can clean it up so that I can see what it is, and then I hand it back to him. And I cough. I fake cough.
All of the rust and decay, everything, all of the discoloration just immediately melts away from whatever is in the bottle.
I knew it. Paint thinner.
Yeah. Straight turpentine in this bottle.
Yeah. Well, what about you? What don't you got choices to make? What are you gonna do now? Knowing the captain, we're gonna probably be leaving at some point. I bet in the next 2 days he's gonna just have enough of Mars, and we're gonna go fly off somewhere and leave everybody who's not a part of the crew behind.
You know, I have thought about it. Obviously, I could stay here. Don't know if there's really a place for me here. And of course, you know, like I, I thought perhaps that if or to break break Dickie's like kneecaps or something, then he would not be able to go with you, and you would need a ship's doctor, and that could potentially be me. But I decided not to do that, and so
Like peek up.
probably. So I think probably, unfortunately, there's no place for me on your ship. And
Well,
your
not
crew.
with that attitude.
So you think I should revisit the
No,
kneecap
no,
plan, or...
no. No, don't do that. That's not what no. Ignore me. I don't make those kind of decisions. Don't take on Dickie's kneecaps.
What do you think that I should do?
I don't know. Whatever makes you happy, I guess. That's what we're talking about, happiness, right?
That's right. That is what we were talking about. Thank you. Yes, that is what we were talking about.
I knew I could find it somewhere out there.
Yes.
That's cool. I mean, I imagine you can find your happiness wherever, far and wide. You know, you don't have to stay on Mars, but you know, world's your oyster, as they say.
I think for me, the happiness that I can find is in that moment. There's a moment that comes where we have an impulse. The human brain is a fascinating thing, and we have impulse, right? You have impulse, and then you stop. And the rational brain, it considers variables, it considers possibilities, outcomes, consequences, benefits, weighs them all in a fraction of a second, and then you make a decision based on that. And maybe you make a responsible decision, maybe you make a poor decision, but there is a moment where you have the impulse, and then you stop and you think, and I choose not to.
Not to think.
Yes, in a way. You could call it an experiment if you want to, perhaps, but I spent so long weighing pro and con, benefit, consequence, outcomes, and variables, and what would be the best choice for my future? Who would it hurt? Do I care if it hurts anyone? And I try now to let it go. Who I really am is in that moment. Good or bad, genius or idiot. It is authentic. I think right now you are similar. You are pure in a way. You say exactly what you mean to say. You do exactly what you mean to do.
Just having a moment. Yeah.
I think that is admirable. And I think that people love you for it. I think that your crew loves you for it. for being you. And you could choose to stop being you. You could choose to be this other person, whoever they might be. And you will live longer. You will have more time to spend. But in my case, all those years ago, when I thought about living that life, I realized that I would rather be dead than have to live that way. So, what good is more time if what everyone around you loves is already dead? That's just what I think anyway. Pass me that bottle.
I think when as he says that, I think Pad just like has been stuck on the like most of the things you said didn't register. The moment was the only thing that did measure like register. So Padlock just kind of like jumps down from the rover, just like puts the bottle into like Clancy's chest, takes the thing that was in his hands that he took and put it in their bag, and they're just gonna like beeline back to the Tenebris to find Rose. And wherever you are, they're just gonna like beeline straight up to you to like face to face. And I was like, I was told to have moments. I want to have a moment. Can I kiss you? And then if you say yes, they're just gonna kiss you. Without rhubarb there or whatever, whoever they are. Don't care.
If Rio is there, she is absolutely knocking, saying, "Get the fuck out." She kisses right back, very confused, but absolutely leans in.
Hell yeah.
Incredible. Beautiful. Wonderful. And I think of the time spent here just kind of kicking it on Independence. Dickie, what have you been up to?
Poetry and relationship counseling.
Okay, all right. Is that it?
I mean, I think Dickie has been, it is vacation for him in the sense that he's finally settled. And despite the fact that there are weird, annoying knockings in the ship all the goddamn time and then giggling laughter disturbing his peace of mind, I do think he's very much enjoying the ambiance and the lack of people shooting at them and whatnot. So even though there is obviously stuff going on that is eventually going to have to be dealt with, he's just taking a moment to breathe, put his little feet up, write his poetry to his giant girlfriend, and generally be the most relaxed he's been in years.
Yeah, socks and sandals. I'm like full, vacation mode.
Shorts, socks, and sandals, my friend.
Wow.
We're showing some knee.
Some skin that has never seen the light of day.
Literally never.
A whole kneecap?
Joe sees a little bit of knee and it blinds her eyes and some of the servo gets fucking blown out again.
Me without Becker here? Damn.
Dickie has to turn the lights down a little bit.
Incredible. Yeah, I mean, I love that. I think that's a lot of fun. I think that's a very fun way to spend your time.
Thank you. I thought so.
Yeah, writing poetry, finally getting the chance to relax.
Mhm.
And I really love the fact that despite the circumstances, which are that this giant woman saw you and said, "That's mine." The facts in a vacuum indicate that, like with all things in Dickie's mind, he's just a prodigy at this.
So good at it.
He's just a prodigy at love.
Yep.
There could be no other explanation.
I mean, it helps when there are clearly defined parameters requested so that
That's
you
right.
can then fulfill each of those to the best of your ability.
That is correct. Yeah, incredible. I think that after a certain amount of like sending the poetry off, you would get a chance to speak to Beck.
Oh, good.
After one of her latest jobs, and like you get the call and pick up, and it's clear to you that Beck is, that the Seville is on a ring gate or in the vicinity of one of the planets in the system, because the connection has like full clear video picture. It's not just audio, which has been pretty rare for you, or you've just been sort of sending these like pre-recorded messages, which I assume is Dickie reading the poetry.
Yes.
Yeah, obviously, because that is part of the parameters.
Correct.
And this is a full video call. She does have some blood on her still, but she probably hasn't had a chance to deal with that yet.
I think the moment the call comes in, Dickie is doing something poetry related, or he's taking stock of something, and he like leaps into the chair, lets it spin around, puts his feet up so he's looking very casual as he accepts the call. And there's a Bex, I didn't expect you back for another week or so. You look very lovely and gruesome.
Well, thank you, Charmer.
He shows a little more knee, where maybe our shorts are riding up on the thigh.
Okay, all right. There they are.
Well, we have some downtime here, so I'm cutting loose.
Well, I mean, I certainly like what I see. It is lacking an auditory note, I would say.
Oh, and he will scramble to find his most recent poem, sit up, and recite. This is one he's been working on for a while. I, Alex, don't have it, but Dickie is a master of poetry.
Obviously.
Clearly. So, and this one's a long one. This is an epic poem that he's been working on, recounting her deeds as a lover and a fighter, not necessarily in that order.
She swoons fully, like she like sits back and like fans herself, and she is entranced and captivated. She kind of like clasps her hands in front of her chest. You see her eyes like getting progressively more wide as you are reciting the poem. And she says, I think that might just be your best work.
There's a little shift of the shoulders and in pride. I have been working on that one special. It's gone through a few revisions, so
I mean, it might still be the adrenaline from the 5 men that I killed right before I got the chance to call you, but I like it.
That makes me very happy. He puts the poem down. So you want to tell me about your day?
I mean, that's pretty much how it's been. Job,
Mm-hmm.
you know, paid for 3 kills, and that's a pretty good day for my standards.
And you gave them two bonuses?
Right. Well, so yeah, it occurred to me. So I had taken on some help for this particular
right.
job, and the money they're split 3 ways,
Right.
versus split 1 way.
Right. More
That's
money
just
that way. Yeah.
Good business. So
Good business. Good business.
And I didn't like them. They were uncouth.
Oh. Dickie just makes a face. Sometimes I'm really I feel very sad that you don't have the same sort of crew that you can rely on that I do. And I know good business, not splitting things, but there's something to be said for people you can rely on that way. I wish that you were here with us. Not just it. I don't like thinking of you out there alone, covered in another man's blood.
Will's gonna need a second.
Sure.
Just to work through that one. But I mean, Becca Ryan blushes, fully because you've said the most romantic thing imaginable to her.
Sure.
Says, I mean, Richard, we've talked about this.
I know, and maybe it's just the week of putting my feet up and really getting a chance to relax, that I've just I think about you a lot anyway, but I've had a lot of free time, so I've just been I worry.
Right. Richard, you are good at so many things. You are good at caring for people, and you are good at healing their wounds, and you are good at writing poetry, and you are good at making love while music plays softly, and the millions and billions of stars watch the beautiful act of creation that the two of us disappear into. And I'm good at killing men for money. I'm really, really good at it.
And that's one of the things I admire so much about you. I just sometimes I worry that you don't have a padlock to watch the guns if you're busy with torpedoes, and you don't have a JoJo to watch your engines while you're busy blasting people to smithereens, and you don't have an Omari to guide the ship while you're murdering people, and you haven't met Edie yet, but you don't have an Edie to stand behind you with axes. Actually, you did meet Edie. I'm sorry. But you don't have someone to watch your back with axes while you're killing people.
I did meet Edie. I don't think I know who Omari is.
Oh, Captain Starrunner.
Omari Starrunner? Is he related to Cassidy?
In the sense of they're the same person.
Oh, he changed his name.
I changed it back, technically.
Why did he pick one that sounds so fake? Omari?
It's a real name.
If you say so.
I mean, he says so. Can I trust the captain?
Hey, yo, let me talk to her. Real quick.
Captain, I'm having a romantic moment. Please. This is how you boyfriend. This is how you boyfriend. Listen,
do you want to mute and unmute a couple more times, Q, or? Cool. All right, good.
All right, yeah. I'm just saying, I know that really there's nothing in the universe that can stop you if you put your mind to something. But that doesn't stop me from worrying. It's just who I am as a person.
You could always come and join my crew.
I could. There are things here that I need to take care of. And people that I need to take care of. And you know that if I leave, the captain is going to get shot in the butt by some other mercenary, and he's not going to have someone to pull the bullet out.
And I could have killed him. I shot him in the butt on purpose.
I know you did, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm pretty sure he is too at the end of the day.
All right. It's just something to think about. I mean, you could be the first male crew member of the Seville that I didn't kill.
That would be... And they'd probably write songs about me just for that feat. But I think for now I'll just keep writing poems about you.
Maybe it's better this way. Maybe the time just isn't right for us to be together all of the time. Maybe there's still something that you need to do. People that I need to kill.
It's nice to have relationship goals.
We have time. What's important is that we found each other in this crazy, mixed up galaxy.
Yeah. I miss you, Bex.
I miss you too, Richard. My sweet little flower.
My Rose of Seville. Stay safe.
You too.
Tiki will flash a little more thigh before ending the call.
Yeah, she's like, before the call ends. Incredible.
Boyfriend rule number 3, Omari. Always leave him wanting more.
Totally not here for that, so I didn't hear that. Actually.
I was imagining that was a text message.
Yeah. Yeah, you're now subscribed to Dickie's relationship guide. You get an email every week with a new topic. You're welcome.
Just went for advice one time, and now we're on email. This is crazy. I'm gonna start forwarding them to my brother.
Listen.
Perfection.
You ask the master for help. You're gonna get a class.
I already got a class. We already did that. I did not sign up for additional courses. You know what I mean?
Welcome to 102.
Hey, brother, this is a whole seminar. Welcome to my Dickie Talk. Let's go.
Dick Talk was right there.
But I don't go by Dick.
No, he said what he said.
The titles are getting
I
worse.
know that he did, but it was right there.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, but that's
Richard
that's
Tom.
not me. Richard.
Richard talked.
Which may be the worst of all.
And it was.
Richard conversation.
I cede the throne to Rose.
I don't want any part of that.
Incredible. Dickie,
Uh-oh.
what was the reaction?
What reaction?
You said, uh-oh.
I didn't say anything. You sound crazy right now.
Okay, sorry. I thought I heard somebody say, uh-oh, which is crazy because all I said was Dickie.
Definitely nothing here.
Mm-hmm.
Dickie.
Yep.
As you kind of sit back, basking in the afterglow of your conversation with your conversation with Beck.
I have had 2 great conversations. I'm allowed to bask in the afterglow of both of them.
That is a great point. You are absolutely allowed to bask in all of those. As you sit back and reflect on those conversations, there is something that there's a feeling that washes over you. There's a feeling that you are missing something. Something feels off in your room. And it takes you a second to put it together.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Hello, Raiders.
Hello,
Welcome
Raiders.
on in,
Hi.
Chaotic Wholesome. Hope you had a good stream. Let me do the shout out thing that I have to do. Here, being gay in space.
Correct.
Incredible. And we're raising money for Las Americas Immigrant Advocacy Center, which you can hit the donate button if you are so inclined to give some money to the legal center in El Paso, Texas, that is providing legal aid to ICE detainees, immigrants, and refugees. But Dickie, as you look around your room, you see it's more what you don't see, and you realize that you just kind of left it sitting there pretty much since you left Tranquility behind. But there is a quick flashback as it all kind of falls into place. We cut away to the chaos of Tranquility, the chaos of the Yelchin Foundation during your infiltration, as you were all moving through the building, avoiding the security, the school security, and the headmaster himself. As you were heading towards the lab where Ellie was being kept, in the hopes of being able to physically remove her from the Yelchin Foundation's clutches and take her off the planet, which you were successful in, you passed a lab. You passed a room, a lab marked with a certain designation that's stuck in your memory. Roman numeral 5.
Mhm.
You told everybody that you'd catch up with them, that they should go on ahead, get Ellie.
Yes.
You ducked into that room. Because you knew that room 5, lab 5, was where the biological weapons that were under development by the Yelchin Foundation were kept. Most of which were theoretical in nature. At least they were presented as theoretical to you. You remember
Yep.
the conversation that you had maybe just a few months before Cassidy Starrunner turned up at your door one night and told you that you needed to follow him, or the peacekeepers were going to take you into custody and you'd never breathe free air again. You'd never see your family, your friends ever again.
It was friend singular, but yeah.
Yeah, that's so fair. That makes sense. A couple months prior to that, when the headmaster came to you and spoke to you directly, one-on-one, in that very laboratory, in Lab 5, and said, "How have your studies been progressing?"
Well, I spending a lot of time on making sure everything's right, but I'm doing my best to not be overwhelmed by it. Is it usual to feel this overwhelmed by everything?
These feelings, they come and go. But the strong persevere. And you come from very strong stock, Dr. Courtney.
Yes,
Are you strong?
Well, the physical education department isn't really, I think, the best indication of strength.
No. This is the Yelchin Foundation, and
Right.
Strength is not strength.
Right.
Are you strong of will? Are you capable? Are you fearless? Will you do anything and everything laid before you in the name of science and progress?
That's the only goal. Yes.
Good. I would like to put a problem before you. And you can prove to me exactly how strong you are.
I'm ready.
You will create a reagent. In this thought experiment, you will create something that could potentially decimate a population, but contains a genetic sequence that only one means of production could produce an antidote for. Something that would be immune to all other forms of treatment, except for this specific designer cocktail that could be administered. In this experiment, this plague would run unchecked across a population with only one possible refuge.
Tranquility?
Whatever framing device makes this problem easier to puzzle out in your mind.
Well, it would be an interesting proposition. I mean, we have a number of antiviral, antibacterial, antimicrobial, nanotechnology. Would require a long incubation period, multiple vectors, the ability to jump from populations quickly, but also take root slowly, not kill the host before it's allowed to transmit the plague to the next. This is interesting. This is so we can develop some sort of cure, correct? For such a potential.
Dr. Courtney, this is an experiment. This is science for science sake.
Of course. I will, I'll think on it and I'll have results.
I know that you have not had the easiest time here at the Yelchin Foundation. I know that you are not temperamentally suited to a high-paced, high-performance environment like this one. But you are capable, and I believe in you. Like all good teachers should believe in their students. And if you accomplish this, I think that would be enough to secure your graduation.
I think there's a little stiffening of the spine. That has certainly been an anxiety this entire time. Not graduating would be the biggest humiliation that the family and he could possibly endure. So if this is the way we're going to do it, it's just a thought experiment. It's just a problem to be solved. That's it. I won't let you down.
Good. Consider this your final exam, Dr. Courtney.
Thank you, Headmaster.
And now, just a few weeks ago, standing in that same room, at the refrigerated cases marked with the designations of the various experiments that have been performed here, the various weapons that have been developed by the Yelchin Foundation, of course, all in the name of science for science's sake. You found yours. I mean, it had been so long. And it looked different in the last iteration where you encountered it. When you pulled it out of that unit on the ring gate. You don't know exactly what they did to it. You don't know exactly how they changed it, how they mutated it. You recognize the base. You recognize the reagent. Your final exam that you would have passed, that would have let you graduate if Cassidy Starrunner hadn't come to your door that night and told you that you had to run. The case that you put it in, the refrigerated case when you carried it out of the Foundation and back onto the Tenebris, that you kept in your room, that you stared at, trying to figure out what to do with it, how to talk about it. It's gone. And that is where we're going to end this episode of Nephilim Tenebris.
Hey, I'm actually a doctor, though, technically, because I would have graduated, so that's great.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats on your
You do that.
official
How are you going to do
doctorate.
that, bud?
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where you earned several doctorates probably over the course of your time there, but you graduate when they decide that you're graduated.
Right.
The graduation is more of a ceremonial, hey, you have been brainwashed. Congratulations. Now we're going to let you out into the world.
That's amazing.
Cool.
Yay!
Hey,
That's
guys.
so fun.
It's
Incredible.
fine. It's fine.
It is fine.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's out there somewhere, that's for sure.
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 Cool. Well, thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of Nephilim Tenebris. Probably we'll be back in 2 weeks for more exciting space adventures, friendship, and romance. There was romance tonight with Bex and with Omari and with Evan, and there were heartwarming moments. Jojo got to meet somebody else from Takamagahara, that's been a long time. Padlock got to bond with Clancy.
We
and,
kissed. We
oh yeah, that also happened.
That was a smooch.
I'm on screen.
Sorry, not the kiss erasure on my part. That's
terrible.
How
so
dare
sorry.
you?
So sorry. How could I forget the most important moment of this entire session?
You can make it up to me by letting me go first on the outros.
Yeah.
Oh.
You gotta
Ooh,
get
yes,
it from the airport.
yes. I will do that, Rose.
Hi everyone, I gotta bounce soon, but I have been Joe Broxson. I am Rose. You can catch me at Rose from the Grave. When I'm not here on Tuesdays, you can catch me on Live from the Apocalypse on Wednesdays, where I'm also in one of Will's 4 Magical Girls campaigns. This one is
It's only 3 right now.
3. I apologize. One day you'll get to the 4th. Cyberpunk Magical Girls. I play a hothead like I do in all my games. Check me out tomorrow. It's really fun. And then next week on Thursdays on Tales from the Table, I am in Mutants with a few fabulous folks here. So catch me where I'm another asshole punk trying her best. Thanks for watching and fuck ice. I'm gonna go get my wife from the airport now. Love you guys.
Hell yeah, go do that. Bye. Since we are already doing reverse alphabetical order, we started with Rose. Why don't we just go into Q next? Give Alex a little bit of a break.
And I deserve it.
That's so true.
I am Q.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I
was like,
played
"You're
Captain
muted,
Omar
bud."
Lita. I was not muted. I just
You
wasn't
weren't
saying
muted.
anything.
Yeah, I got it. I got there actually.
I have words that I want to say to people. I'm not gonna because I am mature. Anyway, when you don't see me here, you can find me out on the internet at Midnight Inc. That is midnight no more underscore, except for on Instagram. I am Q. Q's man. I'm sure you get it, except for Horse Body Cowboy. I'm still making cowboys. However, in the year 2026, we are on a new theme. I hope you can figure out what that theme is. Look at my different characters, except for look for the new characters, not the ones that I used to have from last year, because those were all cowboys. This is new thing. We on the new hotness. Coming in here soon on alternating Tuesdays. You can find me here for Noir et Blanc, the Ruby Path, which is a noir-based masks game run by JT. I'm very excited about that one. And then, as Rose said, I will be around for All Mutant Kind over on Tales from the Table Studios. Speaking of which, the 3rd weekend of March, it's the 19th through the 22nd of March, we will be doing Days of Tales 3. Lots of games and panels and all that fun stuff for a good cause. I do not currently remember who we're doing it for. I could look, but I'm not gonna. And then I will be House of Starfall on every other Monday over at High Shelf Collective with Will, one of the 3 active Girl by Moonlight campaigns that he is running. And then every other Sunday, also Tales from the Table Studios, I am in Sundered Skies, where I play Doc Sunny Valentine, who crawls like Edward Cullen and runs like Devilman Crybaby. I have not yet added more things, but keep a lookout for that, and I might be adding more.
Incredible. Lev?
I remember doing meet this time. I'm Lev. I played Edie. When I'm not here, you can find me random places on the internet, doing voices, playing pretend, all that good stuff. I don't have anything really specific to talk about right now, but if you follow me on Blue Sky at LevRS23, you'll find out if I'm doing things. Maybe. I'm really bad at social media, so maybe you won't. Hope everyone has a good day. Fuck ICE, free Palestine.
Fuck ICE, free Palestine. Eli?
Well, hi. I'm Eli. I was playing Padlock. I also am just around on the internet, which you can find me at a Ghost of Eli. I'm a professional game master, and I play games every day. So if you want to come play games with me, you can just come find me on Starplaying and join my server and all that jazz. I also write games. I make resources for people trying to get better at doing the TTRPGs. So if you want to do that, just follow me, and I will. You can find all of that stuff. Other than that, yeah, fuck ice, free Palestine. Have a good one.
Absolutely. Alex?
Hi, I'm Alex. I was Dr. Richard Courtney Dickey to his friends, which is all of you. Not really on the internet, because it's the worst. But I like playing this here game with these here people, and I don't want to create any more plagues so that Q looks at me like he looks at Will. Now I know how that feels, and I don't like it. So let's not do any more plagues. That's what I gotta say. Fuck ice, free Palestine. Be good to each other. It's rough out there.
It's damn true. All right. And that just leaves me. Hello. Hi. My name is Will. I was your storyteller this evening, and I have some things to talk about. I guess first and foremost, I'm out here on these blue skies at a Wilhelm Scream, mostly posting about wrestling. Also, there's the occasional gym thirst trap, but you have to put up with the wrestling in order to get the gym thirst traps. That's the deal. That's the social contract that we have made. If you
But if I don't want
me,
the gym thirst traps and I just want the wrestling takes,
then you're in luck. There's a lot more wrestling takes than there are gym thirst traps.
No. Both. Both is good.
I'm a lesbian, so like.
Hey, listen, we hype up our friends.
Okay, no, that's true. Hey, Will, you're hot.
Thank you.
Fucking
Hey,
right.
Q, you're hot. Alex, you're hot. Eli, you're hot. Wherever Rose is, they're hot too.
That's
Thank
so
you so
true.
much.
All true facts. This is
All
And a
Oh,
reversal to all of you.
All facts. Even when I'm mad at you for doing this bullshit to me, how dare you?
Yeah, Alex, how dare you do that to Q?
Oh, I'm talking to both of you.
What did I do?
You're
Yeah,
not
so
absolved
many-
of this crime.
You made a
murdered-
plague.
So many things.
It was a thought experiment,
You should have known better, but you were nope. It's fine.
but I didn't.
I need
Come
to calm
back tomorrow night here on Live from the Apocalypse for another exciting episode of Neon, a cyberpunk magical girl game using the Girl by Moonlight game. One of the aforementioned 3, 4. It's coming at some point. I'm going to do it. I'm a madman. Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on NHP Emporium is God Complex, another Girl by Moonlight game. This one about making the corpses of dead gods into mech suits and fighting fallen angels. We're doing fallen angels this season. Space Kaiju were last season. The Space Kaiju are still around, but now there are fallen angels as well. Friday, don't look for me. I'm going to be at a New Japan Pro Wrestling show in New Jersey. Saturday, I might be here on, not here, but I might be on NHP Emporium for Star Shard, which is a shonen anime game where I play a robot man with a gun in his chest who's mad at the government, just wants to farm. They won't let him, so he's going to shoot them about it. And then I think that's everything that I need to talk about for the immediate future. Next Thursday, I will be also over at Tales from the Table Studio for the future of all mutant kind. That's not the title, but it was funnier that it's longer in my head. That's it. That's everything that I gotta talk about. Yeah, fuck ice, free Palestine. I think that's gonna do it for us here tonight on Live from the Apocalypse. Thank you all so much for hanging out, joining in, all that good stuff. We'll be back. We've been kind of quiet around the holidays and the winter, but winter is ending, baby. Theoretically, not that you know it from stepping outside on the East Coast, but it's almost March.
Puxatawny Phil says you got at least 4 more weeks.
Fuck ice in every way. In every meaning of the phrase is what I have to say.
Yeah. And also, that Puxatawny Phil bitch can catch these hands.
Truly, I'm gonna drive.
Just a mage. You can't hurt him for doing his.
Look, we'll talk about it.
I disagree. I disagree.
He's doing.
Just a little
his best.
guy.
He's not.
Taking holiday.
He is.
He's just a little.
I'm
He's
gonna
supposed to be a big
grind.
guy. He's little.
He is a wee man. Also,
Yes.
if you haven't listened to it, there is the Ballad of Phil and Phyllis, which is a song that was created about Puxatawny Phil, and it's silly, but it's so good though. Actually,
Bitch ass groundhog. Anyway, We're gonna disappear in just a second. I think we're gonna hop over and raid. Q, are you cool if we raid Entropy Emporium? I know Tails is live, but
Yeah, okay.
Entropy. Okay, all right, cool. Well, Entropy has fewer people watching, so we're gonna hop over and raid Entropy Emporium, who are playing Avatar, The Last Airbender, the TTRPG. Come along, say hi.
He's doing the thing.
Yeah, Cass is doing the thing and all that good stuff. If you want to keep up with us, LFTA is also on Blue Sky, which is that keystroke. And then you can also join the Discord community, which is a great place full of great people. We would love to have you be a part of it. At least for now, Discord said they're not going to fucking make everybody give them their government IDs, which is exciting because that means we don't have to delete that community yet.
Love a good
Cross
bullying.
your fucking fingers.
Love a good bullying. Keep bullying.
And say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night.